Okay, so we're throwing some new tires on the Pink Pig today. It's the Pink Pig. So I have two factory tires on here, two that came with the car. They are currently in the front, and you can see they're pretty worn down. They have 37,000 miles on them, and they're pretty chewed up. They're not awful, but we're getting a new set, and it's a summer tire set, and I'm gonna show you them in a little bit. They're arguably the best tires on the market, and we're gonna put them on. So on the rear of the car, I'm actually going to keep these two, and I'm just gonna sell them privately because they're still in really nice shape, but only have, I don't know, 6,000 miles on them, so not that much, but they're in really nice shape, so I'm gonna keep those two. We're gonna swap them out on the Pink Pig, and we're gonna put some performance tires on this thing for some canyon runs and some track time. And I think it'll be an exciting video. Also sponsored by Optiwatt. I'll have them linked down in the description. We'll talk about them shortly. Sorry, man. I'm drunk. You may be asking yourself, if you're new to ever caring about your car, you'll go online and you'll see there's some tires that have the sound insulation, or I don't even know what they call it, but the sound foam inside the tire. I've shown it in previous videos. Basically the difference is they've taken like a 6-inch wide by 1-inch thick foam strip, and that apparently reduces the sound to some extent on the tires. Now, I'm sure it does help to some extent. I personally can't tell the difference. The tires that I'm getting do not have that sound insulation. It's generally $100 more per tire to get that. These tires cost me $1,668 to get. That's installation, everything, and that's even with a $110 rebate. So it's very expensive, but they're the best tires on the market, so that's what we're going with. Now, the sponsor of this video, Tesla related, it's Optiwatt. That is an app on your phone that helps track your charging costs, but it doesn't stop there, and it's not totally specific to Tesla anymore, because one of the updates that they did is it's for any electric vehicle, you can track your charging costs. Or they added 15 more electric vehicles to their lineup. But Optiwatt has been a sponsor of the channel now, and more importantly, it's something I actually use. I've consistently used it for almost the entire ownership of my Model Y. So they've added a bunch of features to the app. Another thing I love about the Optiwatt app is once you put your information into the app, you don't have to do anything else. So it tracks what you're saving compared to gas. It shows you how many gallons of gasoline you have saved over the life of your vehicle or since you started using the app. Two additional new features that they just added are improvement to your air quality, meaning you can help your local environment by charging when electricity is generated by renewable energy methods. So not only are you driving an electric vehicle, you're also charging your electric vehicle when renewable energy is used to create the electricity to charge your vehicle. Additionally, it also has support your local grid. So like in extreme circumstances, like a tornado or something like that could tear through Texas, you can help reduce CO2 and blackouts by delaying charging during short periods of high electricity demands. I love the Optiwatt app. I consistently use it. They're a supporter of the channel, and anyone who supports the channel is in the cult, baby. But also, they're friendly to outside the cult, which I like, because you can be in the cult, but you can't be all the way in, right? So Optiwatt, thank you for sponsoring the video. Guys, link in description, check them out, download the Optiwatt app. Back to the video. We made it to Discount Tire. This time I purchased the tires online and set my appointment online. So when I pulled into Discount Tire, they had my name on a sign here and I pulled right in and it was pretty awesome. Yeah, I'll show you the tires here in a second. Yes, I got the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. They're expensive. It's not necessarily, it's kind of ridiculous to have that tire on this car, if we're being totally honest here. It's a high performance tire. The car's fast, no doubt, but it's like putting that type of a tire in an SUV is kind of funny. But we're gonna see what it's like. We're gonna see if I lose any efficiency with these tires. I'm trying to figure out the sound of them. I feel like they may be a little bit louder than the previous set I had, but I also don't know what PSI they put the tires to. 42 PSI cold is what you want them to be at. I made a mistake in an old video, said they needed to be at 38, so they could, when they get warm, they go up to 42. And you guys acted like I said I'm with Russia or something. I'm really excited for these tires. The Tesla summer tire swap is complete. We are going to be doing some road trips with these tires. We're going to be hopefully doing a track day coming up, and then I have more stuff coming from Unplugged Performance. So we're just going to continue to build this car and see what it can be. And for those of you out there who are kind of new to the car world and you're watching me do all these videos, something I've discovered about the Tesla community is a lot of people in the Tesla community never cared about their car, and they got in a Tesla and they loved it, and now they understand why people love cars. So the reason that I came from the area of already loving cars and having that sickness. So doing these upgrades and things like that is fun to me. It enhances the driving dynamics of the car. You don't have to do anything that I'm doing. Some people are like, why would I buy a Tesla if I have to do all this stuff to it? You don't have to do anything to your Tesla. I'm just showing you what you can do. Model S there, he's got his earbuds in. Oh, here's my question. If you're driving a Tesla, why are your AirPods in? You have an amazing sound system. What are you doing? Are you doing business? Is your sound system not good enough? Do you try to make you seem like you're more important than you are? What are you doing? This one person I follow, they always use black hearts when they post something. Now, does that mean your heart's been broken? What the hell does that mean? Why can't you just use the red heart? Red heart, because there's blood in you and your heart is red and probably a little blue. And you know, that's like the emojis. The emojis were fine. And also, emojis are not real. They're fake. I've never met an emoji in real life. So the emojis are yellow, and no one on earth is yellow. Ever. No one was ever yellow. Yet, now there's a gradient of emojis, but the yellow one's still there. So I need them to pick yellow emoji or skin tones. Don't have both. I need help. Some initial impressions of the new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S Tesla Summer Tire Swap. Tesla Summer Tire Swap tires. The sidewall on these tires are very firm. It's a performance tire, and what that does is enhances your turning capability. It makes the handling of the car sharper. So I've already felt that on these little cracks that are in the road. I'm already regretting my decision, is what I'm telling you. Tires are performance tires, and I'm also going to do a test of the 0 to 60 time to see if there's an improvement on that. The all-season tires have less grip, but are better for wider temperature ranges. If you get down to the freezing temperature range, these tires don't work. The car just slide off the road into oblivion. Hello, thank you, love you too. Pink Tesla causes a large distraction. These tires are, when you get into those cold freezing temperatures, you do not want to have a tire like this. That's why an all-season makes a lot more sense. But I wanted to put on a dedicated summer tire for those of you who are real gurus and you like to swap your tires. Like if you live in, if you live in the Northeast, you could still put on a winter set and a summer set if you want to do that. I'd recommend the 19 or 18 inch wheels for a winter set, not the 20s, and do the 20s for your summer tire set. Gives you a sportier feel. You will lose range, you will lose some comfort, but that's up to you. You can do whatever you want, and I can do whatever I want. Yeah, they're already definitely a little bit more firm, and these tires are known for having those firmer sidewalls. Pretty rare car here. I think this is a C32 AMG. This is when having a Tesla's great in Arizona. You get HOV access all the time. It's beautiful. Just see, I mean, just blowing by all this traffic just because I don't have an exhaust pipe. Life is unfair, folks. The earlier you learn that, the better off you will be. Okay, so a little bit more as I'm driving with these tires. I think the sound on them is about the same. The in-cabin sound from the tires is about the same. I think the difference comes is the tires, the sidewalls, like I said, are firmer, so you're gonna feel more of the minor stuff in the roads. It's kind of will go right up through the, not absorb, it's more of a hit. That's what I'm feeling so far. I gotta say too, I know in other videos I've kind of go back and forth sometimes. I'm very honest with my thoughts on my Tesla or my cars in general. Like, just because I own the car doesn't mean I'm gonna have a crazy bias toward it. And there have been times where I get distracted by all of the negative media coverage that Tesla gets, and sometimes that distracts me from the fact that this is an insanely, there's that Panamera, two Panameras. There's a Panamera hybrid, sapphire blue. It's beautiful. What Tesla has done in terms of, in about 10 years, a little over 10 years ago is when their first car hit the road, to now be producing more electric cars than anyone in the world, 1.5 million projected this year, and to have a proprietary charging network set up so you can drive anywhere in the United States, and I think Canada as well, and I know other countries, the UK, you guys have superchargers, you've sent me pictures and all that type of stuff. To have all of that foresight and to have that set up to be so far ahead of everyone else is remarkable to me. Now, do they have downsides? Yeah, I've driven a lot of the other EVs out there. Teslas ride firmer. But to me, like, this infotainment system, for example, has these over-the-air updates that are meaningful to make the car run more efficiently. There was an update when I first got my car that gave it 10 more miles of range. I truly believe that these are remarkable cars. And also the fact that this company did not exist 20 years ago. I think they were founded in 2003, but again, that's the genesis of the company. In 2008 is when they started building the original Roadsters, which I got to drive at Gruber Auto, which I'll have that video linked down below. That's really cool. Pete is an awesome guy. Let me spend the day there. So I haven't said that in a while, and when I get in this car, even after it having 37,000 miles on it, I just want to drive it everywhere. I want to drive it to all the different superchargers across the country, because going to different superchargers is also an experience. If you're a Tesla owner, I've talked to many Tesla owners, and they're like, well, I haven't taken it on a road trip yet. I've kind of stayed close. All you have to do, type your destination in, have it add the charging stops for you, and you're set. It does it all for you. It says you'll be at this charger for 5 minutes, you'll be at this charger for 20 minutes. It's very convenient and very easy. There's no fumbling with credit cards at the supercharger. You just plug it in and you sit there and you hang out or take a walk or wherever you're at. So do road trips in these things. They're extremely fun vehicles. The sound system is great, the infotainment system is great, and they're fast. They're fun to drive. So that's my dissertation on Tesla as of the 11th of May, 2022. So we got a little Union Pacific Railroad crossing here. You know, I wish this country had invested in high-speed rail. I feel like that is an amazing way to travel. Like, in terms of Tesla, because Elon Musk has become a polarizing figure, that now hurts Tesla because people say, oh, he owns Tesla, he's just trying to be as rich as possible. Think what you want about that. But also, think for yourself in terms of your car. So, I mean, I was just looking at the steering wheel, like, I'm proud to own this car. It's an amazing car. And if you like it, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what Twitter says. It doesn't matter what the news says. It matters that you enjoy the car. And that goes for any car. So just keep that in mind. But we're almost home here. I'm going to get home, check the tire pressure, and we'll just do an overall look at the tires. Okay, we're going to see what the tire pressure is. I got them all cleaned up. They just look incredible. Also, you'll notice that there's actually a little bit of a lip here to give you some protection over the edge of the wheel. I think this is like the best way for it to look. But again, it's probably slightly less efficient because that means it's a little bit wider. We're going to check what the air pressure is. It's good to have one of these in your Tesla, and I always recommend you have this tire compressor, which I've had and used on road trips. I'll have it all linked in the description. Let's check what the air pressure is on this thing. I would bet they set it to 45. That's usually what Discount Tire does. Okay, so they're running at 48 right now. So we need to release some air out of these, and I'll just do another check to confirm. 48, okay. 46, all right, we're getting closer. Maybe some of the discomfort and ride quality was coming because the tires are at such a high pressure right now. So we're gonna get those down to 45, and then I'll let them sit, see what they are when they're actually cool, because I actually did some driving, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, these things look incredible, as you can see. Michelin, in my opinion, I think makes the best tires out there. There's a lot of good brands. Those are the new summer tires on the Tesla Model Y. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like if you're still with me. Also, make sure to download Optiwatt. That is an excellent app if you're a Tesla owner, or now if you're any EV owner. They've opened it up to more brands. It's easy to track your costs and things like that. They support the channel, so go show them some love. Download the app. We'll see you in the next video.